Here we have an Asus GeForce ROG Strix graphics card, RTX 3080 OC, that came in for repair. Let's read what the customer wrote. We already have the board out. We disassembled the video card, and we have one big board right here. Let's see what's going on and why this video card was mailed over. During gaming session, PC suddenly shut down and would not post. Motherboard lights up and receives power. Pressing power button causes lights on ROG Strix RTX 3080 GPU to flash and then turn off. Taking GPU out and replacing with spare GTX 760 on hand, PC starts up and functions normally. The PC or the computer does not function when this video card is plugged in. Let's go under the video card. Let's go under the microscope, inspect the video card and see what's going on and why the card is not working. Now, usually when the PC is having problems turning on when the video card is plugged in, most likely we have a problem with the 12-volt line. We have three 12-volt connectors here, 1, 2, and 3. 8 pins, and 8 pins. So we're going to check those lines for a short. We're going to check inductor 1, inductor 2, and inductor 3. Do we have a short? In diode mode, we do not. We are reading 0.46 voltage drop. And do we have a short on the second connector? And we do. Look at this. We have a short circuit on the second connector, the 12-volt line. And if we check the third coil here, we do not have a short, 0.45 voltage drop. So we have a short on this line. And a short on that line is a very good indication that we may have an issue with the DR MOSFETs that you see here. We have a lot of them. And we have a lot on the left side also. Right there. Right now we do not know what is causing the problem. What we're going to do is inject voltage and we're going to monitor the board under a thermal camera and try to figure out what's getting hot on the board. Now this board is very thick. I do not know how many layers, 10 layers, 12, 14. So the board absorbs heat very well. It may be very difficult to pinpoint any heat spots on the board because the slightest heat on the board will get absorbed by the layers and we will end up seeing nothing. But we're going to try. We're going to inject voltage at the coil here. Maybe we can start with 1.5 volts and we'll take it from there. The MOSFETs on the left. I have the board rotated, so we're going to monitor the MOSFETs on the right and the one on the left. Now we have thermal pads over the MOSFETs on the left here, so we may not be able to see any heat because of the thermal pads. We may have to remove all of them, but for now let's see if maybe we get heat from the right side here. We do not have any thermal pads on the right side. Maybe the pads got stuck to the heatsink when the board was disassembled, but let's see. So we are interested in this area right here for now. I'm injecting 1.5 volts and we have a 2 amp draw and no signs of heat anywhere on those MOSFETs at all. Nothing. Let's go over here and see if we can see any heat spots even with the thermal pads on. I highly doubt that, but let's see. Nothing stands out as being hot. I'm going to increase voltage a bit and see what happens. Nothing. What about the left side here? I see nothing. What do I see? Nothing. No heat. No heat anywhere on the board. We're going to have to remove the thermal pads and check again. It's very hard removing the thermal pads because when the heatsink is pressed on the pads and the board is generating a lot of heat, the pads usually they get bonded onto the chips. Okay, let's put it on the side. And we have more right here. I mean, we still have a thin layer here. Scrape it off. We do not want that layer to block heat while we monitor the board under a thermal camera, so just scrape off that thin layer. Okay, we should be good. Let's try again. So we are interested in this area right here. And we're gonna inject voltage at the second coil right here, this orange one. Maybe we can rotate the board a bit. I think I got it. See it? One more time. Yeah. Okay, so the problem is this chip right here. Based on what I was able to see under the thermal camera, heat was coming from this chip. Hopefully I did not confuse it for this or this, but I'm pretty sure it's this one here. We have aluminum capacitors on the left here, so we have to be careful. When we apply heat, we have to cover this cap. If we do not, then this cap will pop. We can cover it like this. The chip is out, and let's put it right here. Let's wait until the board cools down a bit, and then we're gonna measure at the second coil right here and see if we still have a short. Where's the second coil? This one right here. We're gonna measure here to see if we still have a short. Let's measure. Do we still have a short? Do we still have a short? Yes, yes. The short is gone. Wow, we got it. We got it. We got it. That's amazing. One issue right now is we do not have that chip in stock. It's gonna take us a couple of days before we can order and get that chip, but we should still be able to test the card without the chip and know if the card is working. Let me plug it in, and we need to plug 3 connectors on the top here. That's connector number 1. And connector number 2. And finally, we need connector number 3. Plugged in. And because I'm optimistic, let's plug our HDMI cable and hope for the best. Turn the power supply on and run for your life. Right now, we do not want to hear 6 beeps, and we want to see something on the screen. If we do see something on the screen, problem is fixed. We still have to order and solder that chip, but for now, we can still test it. We're not hearing 6 beeps. Yes, yes. Right there. Keyboard failure because we do not have a keyboard connected to the motherboard. Press F2 for setup. We're good. We're good. We got it. I'm gonna put this card on the side along with the thermal pad here. And we're gonna order the chip, solder it on the board, invoice, and mail this back to the customer. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll do something else in the next video.